Good day, everyone. We are Group 3 from Section 4 of the Pollution Control Engineering course, and we are pleased to present our project under the theme Clean Water 2025. Our introduction begins with the diagram below, which illustrates the water treatment process, from the collection of rainwater to its delivery into households. The treatment sequence emphasizes key stages, including coagulation, flocculation, sedimentation, filtration, and fluoridation. Several issues contribute to raw water contamination, including illegal industrial dumping, rainwater runoff from markets and residential areas entering rivers, logging activities, mining operations, and the presence of fecal bacteria resulting from sewage leaks. Over the years, multiple cases of water pollution have been reported, notably in Sungai Kim Kim in Pasir Gudang, Sungai Gong in Rawang, and Sungai Seka in Nilai. Imagine waking up one morning, turning on the tap, and nothing comes out. That's exactly what happened to hundreds of thousands of people in Johor last November. This case study was a major water pollution incident on the Johor River, caused by a burst sand-washing pond at Hayap Ake Evergreens mining site in Kota Tinggi, resulting in sand flooding the river, pushing the water turbidity levels to a shocking 37,400 NTU, nearly 40 times the safe limit of 1,000 NTU. The impact was severe. Water supply was cut off across 4 districts: Johor Bahru, Kota Tinggi, Pontian, and Kulai, affecting over 455,000 accounts. Local fishermen lost around 160,000 ringgit worth of seafood, and businesses were forced to shut down due to unscheduled water cuts. In response, Ranhill SAJ and the Department of Environment stepped in with emergency water tanks and issued a field citation to the company. They also demanded a full remedial report and continuous monitoring of all silt ponds to prevent future disasters. This incident is a wake-up call. It shows how fragile our water systems are and why sustainable mining practices and strict regulations aren't just optional, they're essential to protective waters. Let's talk about where water pollution actually comes from. First, we've got industrial effluents, which is basically toxic sludge and metals from factories. Then there are oil spills, usually from transport accidents, leaking hydrocarbons and VOCs into the water. Moreover, is agricultural runoff consisting of fertilizers and pesticides wash into rivers, loading them with nitrogen, phosphorus, and chemicals that trigger algae blooms. Fish farms also contribute to pollution, whereby uneaten feed and fish waste release tons of nutrients and organic matter into rivers. And finally, illegal dumping. People toss household trash, detergents, and even old electronics into rivers. That means pathogens, heavy metals like mercury and lead, are all flowing straight into our water sources. The pollution incident originated from the rupture of a sand-washing pond at a sand mining site. The burst released a substantial volume of sand and sediment into the river, resulting in extremely high turbidity and severely degraded water quality. This incident had immediate consequences for public health. Residents reported skin irritation, eye discomfort, and unpleasant odors during bathing and washing. Many were fearful of drinking or using tap water, which caused significant anxiety, especially among children and the elderly. Next, the water supply was disrupted. The turbidity levels were so high that raw water became difficult and unsafe to treat. As a result, treatment plants reduced output, affecting approximately 455,000 consumer accounts across several districts. Beyond human impact, the environment suffered greatly. Excessive sand deposits blocked sunlight and reduced oxygen levels in the river. This led to fish deaths and disrupted the aquatic ecosystem. The economic and social impacts were also significant. Local fishermen faced losses of around 160,000 ringgit due to fish deaths and destroyed seafood stocks. Businesses such as food outlets and laundries were disrupted, while households had to rely on alternative water sources. Finally, this incident eroded public trust. Many questioned the effectiveness of water authorities and the adequacy of monitoring and regulation of sand mining activities. In summary, this case highlights how a single industrial accident can trigger widespread health, environmental, economic, and social consequences. It also underscores the importance of strict regulation and proactive monitoring to protect both communities and ecosystems. To address the challenges highlighted in our case study, we propose a proactive engineering solution: the real-time IoT-based turbidity monitoring and automated intake shutoff system. This system acts like a smart immune system for our rivers, detecting threats and responding immediately. First, IoT-enabled turbidity sensors are installed at two critical points: the discharge outlets of sand-washing ponds and the raw water intake of treatment plants. These sensors continuously monitor water clarity and turbidity in real time. Second, the sensor data is transmitted wirelessly to a secure cloud-based dashboard. This platform provides live information to mining operators, water authorities such as Ranhill SAJ, and the Department of Environment, ensuring that all stakeholders have access to the same data simultaneously. Finally, if turbidity levels exceed the safe threshold of 1,000 NTU, the system automatically triggers alerts. Notifications are sent instantly via SMS, email, and mobile applications to all responsible parties, ensuring rapid response and preventing further contamination. At the mining site, an automated gate valve closes within seconds. This action prevents polluted water from entering the river and redirects it into a contained settlement pond, ensuring that spills never reach public waterways. Simultaneously, at the treatment plant intake, water pumps shut down automatically. This crucial step blocks contaminated water from entering the treatment process while also protecting infrastructure and avoiding costly plant shutdowns. To maintain continuity of supply, backup sources such as groundwater wells or stored clean reserves are activated immediately. This seamless transition ensures that households and businesses do not experience sudden water cuts. Authorities and dedicated cleanup teams are notified in real time. They respond quickly to the spill site, minimizing environmental damage and accelerating recovery efforts. The system does not reset automatically. Normal operations resume only after water quality is confirmed safe through post-incident monitoring, ensuring that no residual risks remain. Every incident is fully documented, including turbidity levels, response times, and valve actions. This data is logged for regulatory review, compliance audits, and future system improvements. In short, this integrated IoT system safeguards river cleanliness, guarantees uninterrupted water supply, and contributes to a safer, healthier Malaysia. Our IoT-based turbidity monitoring system is not merely a technical solution. It represents a sustainable investment in Malaysia's water future. To evaluate its long-term impact, we consider 5 key pillars: environmental, economic, social, technological, and policy. From an environmental perspective, the system immediately reduces contamination and protects river ecosystems. In the long term, it helps restore natural habitats, cleans catchment areas, and strengthens climate resilience. Economically, the system prevents costly shutdowns and reduces treatment expenses. Over time, it lowers utility operating costs and safeguards the livelihoods of fishing and farming communities. Socially, it ensures uninterrupted water supply and builds public trust through transparency. It also fosters lasting environmental stewardship and guarantees clean water access for all. Technologically, the system integrates current IoT and automation tools, while paving the way for smarter water management through artificial intelligence and predictive analytics. From a policy standpoint, it supports existing regulations and lays the foundation for stronger real-time monitoring laws and enhanced interagency collaboration. In short, this innovation demonstrates how solutions developed today can secure our water resources for tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia's water future is at risk, and action is no longer optional. This slide outlines a coordinated response across 5 key stakeholders. Researchers must develop affordable, solar-powered sensor networks for real-time monitoring. Communities must report pollution signs immediately. The Department of Environment must enforce public dashboards and penalties. Water treatment operators must deploy automated shutoff systems and backup sources. And mining companies must install IoT-based turbidity sensors to prevent contamination before it reaches our rivers. This is not just a technical challenge, it's a national responsibility. Clean water, public health, and environmental integrity depend on urgent collaboration. The time to act is now. That concludes our project presentation. Thank you for your attention.